The readability of scientific texts is decreasing over time, according to a new paper just out. Swedish researchers Pontus Plavensagray and colleagues say that scientists today use longer and more complex words than those of the past, making the writing harder to read. But what does it mean? Here's the key result. This image shows text readability metrics from 709,577 abstracts, drawn from 123 biomedical journals, published in English between 1881 and 2015. There's been a clear decrease in flesh reading ease scores, along with increases in new Dalishal difficulty scores, both of which indicate declines in readability. These metrics are often used to estimate the reading level of a text, and Plavensagray et al. Say that more than a fifth of scientific abstracts now have a readability considered beyond college graduate level English. What's driving the change? These readability metrics are based on a combination of the average sentence length and the average word length flesher word commonness Dalishal. Plavensagray et al. Found that the decreasing readability of abstracts was mostly due to changes in word use, although sentence length has been increasing slightly since 1960. In particular, Plavensagray et al. Point to increases in the use of what they call general scientific jargon or sciences, which they define as vocabulary which is almost exclusively used by scientists and less readable in general. Sciences, they say, includes words like moreover, underlying, robust, and suggesting. While not scientific terms per se, these are rarely used outside scholarly discourse today. Plavensagray et al. Show that use of these words has increased over time, and have contributed to the decrease in readability. The full list of general scientific jargon can be found in a supplementary file here. Overall, the authors conclude that we have shown a steady decrease of readability over time in the scientific literature. Lower readability implies less accessibility, particularly for non-specialists, such as journalists, policymakers and the wider public. Decreasing readability cannot be a positive development for efforts to accurately communicate science to non-specialists. On the other hand, non-specialists in the past would have struggled to even find a copy of a biomedical abstract, so I'm not sure they would have been able to benefit from its readability. Overall, I'm not surprised by these results. In fact, they match nicely with my own analysis of word use in abstracts, in which I noted that there's been a shift in the words scientists use to describe the findings. While 100 years ago, terms like notes and observations were preferred, there has been a gradual shift towards more formal, specialized terms like data and results. I've speculated about what this means. The rise of data seems to reflect a reversal in the relationship between science and the rest of the world. My impression is that data is being used more and more widely in normal discourse, but this is a borrowing, so to speak, from science, whereas previously, science was borrowing from everyday life. Finally, Plavensagray et al. Use the acknowledgements section of their paper to say that this article has a FRE score of 49. The abstract has a FRE score of 40. This post, meanwhile, has a FRE of 55. Categorized under History, Papers, Science, select top posts.